Carl Anthony Towns, Andrew Wiggins, and Vince Staples here today have decided to postpone today's hype battle and take this time to honor the NBA star's life and legacy. Our thoughts are with his entire family and all who loved him.
Does that hurt?
No, but it feels it's like someone tickling your foot times 9,000.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You see the shine? You see the gloss? I'm talking about these nails, baby. Look how shiny they are.
People that haven't gotten mani-pedis in their life, you know, they're quick to judge. If you're not getting them, you're living wrong, first of all.
Work hard.
And relax hard.
Well, not something I really did think I would imagine seeing Scump and Hex doing. I mean, whatever floats your boat, right?
That's the last thing I want to see was Hector's feet.
It's their Optic now. Make some noise for Optic LA! Slasher fired up by the haters, and today he's gonna need the support because they are going up against the Chicago Huntsmen.
It's map 1, Azir Cave, Huntsmen, Optic. And off to the races we go. Scump's POV, we'll see what kind of progress he can get mid-map. Well, his progress is a Simtex to the shin as he's eliminated quickly in this one. Who's trying to make the break, but they get a smoke into the hard point. They'll look to get some kind of ground, but laying in prone and getting the angle, that's going to be Cap that makes the play.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking at this, but already, I believe it was Envoy just runs right through the middle of the map, through mid-tunnel, and actually flips the spawns for Chicago. Gunless stayed alive inside a middle of cave. Envoy just ran on through. That's exactly what Chicago wanted to do starting on that bad side.
And if you've been watching this weekend, or specifically if you watched the first Challengers map on this match on this map, if you got good setup for KBs, it is very, very, very hard to break in with the proper setup. So what a flip from Huntsmen early in this game. Optic's got all the time, but that might not matter much when we get ready to rotate out to next. But still 10 seconds remaining here. As Optic start to look for the openings, they're able to take Envoy out as he was set up inside of blue. But you've got this spread, exactly what you want. Look how pushed up they are into cave.
They're gonna just flood that middle, right? We saw it this morning in that Challengers match where you just have to flood them down one tunnel, and that's exactly what's gonna happen. A smoke is gonna go out for Optic Gaming LA. One player trying to win a gunfight, but it's Scump versus TJ that time, and it is TJ. And this is just gonna be easy for Arsenis. He's gonna be on the backside. There's the trade with Gunless, but Optic Gaming LA, one player snuck through. That was actually TJ. Spawns in the back.
I don't know what stuck through. They got 4 or 5 down there as they try to hit through the cut, but then they end up spawning in the back. I think they just got blessed. I didn't see anyone sneak through.
No, just TJ went down.
They all got, I was just staring at the minimap. They all got chopped to pieces. And then a bit of a beneficial spawn, maybe just a little bit on Huntsman for not having anyone playing far back enough. But we've talked about the spawns in hardpoint, in Dom. You spawn close to the hardpoint, and it can get messy. It can get interesting at times. That's one that plays to Optic Gaming, but Scump with the 3-piece, able to answer back. Is Chicago retain control, and it kind of works out.
Yeah, at least they responded well. They got a bunch of kills that they needed. Scump's on a 3-3.
To be fair, you'd like them in the back at the tail end of that hardpoint so you can set up for field, right? So it works out.
Yeah, but that flip happened like 40 seconds in, so they did a wonderful job getting all the kills that they needed. It's JCap, TJ, Slasher, they all find kills. TJ, he's going to catch a grenade in the face as Envoy trying to get pushed up, has RCDs watching over him. Nobody really able to get control right now. Looks like JCap's going on a big flank through Spiral. He was able to find one Envoy just trying to stay alive towards this broken area, and you just see nobody's on it. Nobody feels comfortable to get on that hill.
There's not a ton of points really secured for either side of it yet. Slasher with a nice play, ends up flopping on his belly, popping back up and taking 2 with him, but once the dust settles, you still have Envoy in and around the hard point. At the top of the minimap, you can see multiple Optic Gaming players starting to set up for Cave West as they've all rotated in.
Yeah, it was actually Dashy. He went there with about 20 seconds. It was a 4v5 at field for a good amount of time. Dashy, he was able to find that opener bottom well. I know Optic Gaming will be happy about that. As you can see, take a look at this scoreboard right now on the side of Optic Gaming LA. It's Quabo, it's Slasher. They're both in double digits. On the other side, Envoy, double positive at 15 and 7. Gunless right behind them, but you need some of the other guys to step on up.
Well,
it's still a very close game here so far.
They were able to break in from the left preferred side, get some position in the hard point. Whatever time you can get is gravy, and it's 4-1 now with 5 in a row. He's only 7 and 7. But maybe starting to come alive within this map. Once again, a nice clean wipe from the Huntsmen as they now go up 20 points. Rotating across with Scump, I think, to try and maybe sneak through and get to outposts. We head to our final hard point in this first set of rotations, but he's going to get cut down. And as you take a look at the minimap, you've really got the layer there from Optic Gaming.
Yeah, I mean, you have Slasher and TJ so far pushed up middle of the map. This is going to force Chicago Huntsmen to decide, do we want to push through Cave? Do we want to try to get field control? A great setup out of Optic Gaming is TJ. He's able to find one. Quavo, him and JCap are taking care of middle. This could be a huge hold and maybe our first lead change here in a while for Optic Gaming.
We're almost 30 seconds in. There's been absolutely no presence or pressure towards the hard point. Now maybe a chance for it. Here goes Scump trying to get in. Stun comes through. He gets a headshot there through the stun, and this is the position you want to get to. Get up to that wall. You can be such an annoying nuisance towards the point. Nice shot from Huntsman.
Well, Optic Gaming, they were so focused middle of the map that they actually didn't get the far outpost spawn near the hill. So one player, Envoy, just comes up off spawn, pinches the hill with his teammates. So they're going to get that scrap time, but Optic Gaming already rotated towards town center.
We saw that happen last night in Dallas versus Atlanta, right? We were so focused on pushing it out, trying to get them out as deep as you can. But sometimes you'll get that favorable spawn in the back and it can really disrupt things. But here we go into the second set. 30-point advantage now for Huntsmen. Slashers POV from Optic. He's at 15 and 13 right now. And looking to lock down this mid-cross from that top catwalk. Everybody dropping around the hard points. We JCap next man up to try and get in. JCap with a nice couple of kills as well. Yeah, it was great awareness from Optic Gaming. They knew Arcades was slipping behind them. Slasher and JCap able to sniff him out, and then after that, JCap has continued. 3 in a row, 17 and 17 with that MP5, having a great game so far. Still, neither team really able to create separation. They need to get into Cave, though. They didn't really have anyone rotate into Cave. There's an opening maybe for Huntsman to get through and disrupt these back spawns you have for a second. But it looks like they have one more crack to maybe get this done. Who's going to get control as we transition out of this? It looks like a bloodbath still inside a Cave. There's one more there. There's one more there. Looks like Envoy, if he can get this kill, he may flip the spawn. Envoy trying to stay alive. Can his teammates spawn him? Slasher's trying to hunt him down. He's able to get another kill. But it looks like the Optic Gaming LA team still going to spawn pretty darn close, but now they have to flood through. Envoy continues. What a play from him. And that's the big thing, though. Even if you don't have those spawns, the fact that you have the momentum inside, you're able to get that presence at the hard point early as Envoy keeps on going. Look how difficult this is now for them to come through. And that's 5 in a row, 6 in a row, as he will finally drop, but the damage has been done. The lead continues to build for Huntsman. Envoy, sensational stuff, but I think a bit of that is on Optic too. I don't think they had enough of a presence in Cave when that rotation was coming in. That's like the second time where they've allowed Envoy to sneak through on Cave East. I mean, he's really been the difference maker. And finally, you have a nice 60-point lead for Chicago, and it's just behind his play right now. Envoy is 26 and 16, leading everybody, and we've talked about it. All these superstars on this Huntsman, and Envoy's like the new guy, right? He had his breakout year last year, but he could be the best player on the team, which is insane considering how much talent they have. But Optic, at least for now, will be inside of the field. At field last time, nobody really earned many points. It was just kill after kill, contest after contest, and no one really found any kind of comfort. Most of the points have been accrued inside Cave. One nade in from Formal, but a team nade at the same time from Scump. But they're still building upon this lead, Joe. How are Optic going to bring this back? The lead's really getting out of hand.
Yeah, I mean, Chicago did a great job there. You had the early rotation for Optic Gaming because they got bullied out of Cave East. But still, Chicago go all the way around. They flank through the middle of the map. That gives them about, 20 seconds or so on this soccer field. And now you look at the mini-map, Optic Gaming, they are not set up for Cave West at all. It's actually Chicago. You have Formal towards the front. You have Envoy on the hill. Quavo, he's trying to get in there if he can, but Envoy's already locking it down. When it comes to these rotations, Chicago just seems to be a step ahead.
Well, yes, to the important ones, like to the ones where you don't really get a lot of time. If you talk about early rotation at Town Center, great. I mean, that's usually going to be pretty scrappy. Same can be said for Field, as we've seen. You really need to get it set up in Cave, and like that is where Huntsmen have just absolutely dominated thus far. But we'll watch Portable's POV as Arcades takes 2 with them. We'll drop one teammate, but the M4s for Huntsmen come alive. They lock down Cave. As they get closer to putting this away, it's 5 in a row for Gunless before he drops.
It's just so hard to get to this hill. When you're controlling the front the way Chicago are, it's another just small tunnel. What do you want to do? You either have to take your time, go all the way through the middle of the map. That's tough. You have to drop well. It's just so hard when you get bullied out. And the good thing is when you're controlling the front, it sets you up for the cliff hill as well, where Chicago already has Formal all the way towards the back. Envoy, he's pushed up. He continues to absolutely slay it. He's at 32 kills, positive 12. And yeah, he's not on the time, but he's not allowing Optic even to put pressure on this hill.
I mean, they're just outplaying him. Absolutely outplaying him. But there might be a break for at least a moment. But Huntsmen just 14 more points needed. Scump tries to get it off spawn, get right back into the hard point. They can absolutely win it here. It's 3 in a row though for Dashy. TJ clears them out of the hard point for at least a moment. Optic have done a good job pressuring from the front, at least making sure Huntsmen haven't yet been able to put the game away, but certainly feels like too little too late. As the slaying differential, I mean, it's not that crazy. It's really just Envoy that's going off. But look at the guys that are struggling on the side of Optic. It's TJ, but TJ plays a role where if you don't have those early setups, you're constantly trying to just headbutt your way through a cave corridor and put pressure on the hard point. You're going to get smoked.
I mean, JCap, he really slowed down, right? He was at 17 and 17 when we hopped on board with him just a while ago. So since that point, 5 and 13 for him. But if JCap and TJ are going to have a match like this, I just don't think it's going to be close. TJ, we know how vital he is to his team's success. We saw it all year last year. Negative 12 as well. You know, you've seen the trash talk. I think it's, just for fun. But him and Scump going back and forth, and it looks like Chicago, they're going to go up 1-0 in this series.
So much history between these two teams, but at least within the first map, it looks to be all Huntsmen. We've seen some wild comebacks in the history of Call of Duty, but not many in this game yet. It's just, it's going to be tough for those like crazy 100-point comebacks on Modern Warfare. They get control of Town Center. That could be the final tick there, and Huntsmen, they take the map 1 behind brilliant cave control and some individual, just wondrous plays from Envoy. Optic came out flat. And I think what scared me is it just didn't even see it. It didn't seem like comms were on point, strats were on point.
All right, so we do have Dashy versus Formal with the snipers. I can see both players have it. Dashy just trying to put some shots through the smoke.
Just starting to work on this progression towards B. Quavo kind of tucked away, looking for an opening around the bus. Dashy able to take off the head of Invoice. He's out early, but both players, both snipers on either side, hit their shots to start it off. After Formal hits a shot, though, it's Quavo that gets aggressive from mid-bus, takes him out in back library, and that's B site control early for Optic Gaming. They'll enjoy a 3-2 edge in bot lane.
That's exactly what I was saying before this map started. If you have bus control, you can choose what you want to do. And yeah, I mean, you had one player inside of that bookstore, but Quavo was able to find it.
2 versus 2. 30 seconds to go. I thought for a second RC's had the angle, but Scump able to find the kill. Can they clutch up now down to a 1v1? Out comes flying Quavo, and Scump hits the shot. It's the 2v3 clutch from Huntsmen. And that's not a round they should have been pulling out.
No, but 2 kills from Scump, 2 kills from Arcades.
times you'll see them play the clock there. He had no desire to do that. And Formal hit a snipe in the first round. Let's see if he has any more luck here as he watches the mid push towards the central fountain. He's gotten eyes on a couple. You better be careful as the shoulder comes through. Can't hit it. What happened to Arceus?
I don't know.
The outside of the map?
Yeah, it looks like it. Not sure how that happened.
Okay. We'll try to find out what happened there, but Arceus is down. It's a 5v4 now for Optic. Nice shot from Dashy. Right through the forehead. Even bigger number advantage, but they've already thrown away a 3v2 scenario. Now look a little bit better in this 5v3 as there's been no offensive presence on the map yet from Huntsmen.
They just have no map control either, and now that your sniper's down, how do you open things up? Still a smoke to use, one player trying to work those far pillars towards that B side. You have JCap, he's in a spot in Void. The team shot comes through, able to find a nice shot there out of JCap. While that was going on, Gunless was able to work his way up towards A. He does find one, but still such a tough situation. Scump almost hits it, Quavo. Not going to give him a second peek.
He got the hell out of there. Repositions. Gunless to find an opening. Thought CJ, but the help should come in. They line up for him. I thought he was going to take two down with him.
They're just waiting for JCap to go on the flank. JCap's going all the way around through the offensive side. He's going to find that player. Scump, the last one left. The pistol's out from Dashy. Optic Gaming with a defensive round win.
All right, side up 1-1. Oh, yeah, a second early. It was close, though. Was it Waskin that hit one yesterday? Yeah. We've seen the snipe cross connect. That reminds me of like London Docks back in Call of Duty World War II with the cross.
There's a big A stack from Optic Gaming. Slasher, he's going to get taken down. Envoy just worked his way up middle buses. He runs away with his life. So first blood again for the defensive side. TJ trying to even things out. A nade comes in, but it's Quavo.
Nice double nade, though. Nice double nade. TJ will drop. And it looks like, I mean, it's basically Optic in a similar situation. What we saw Huntsmen in last time is Scump chains together too. Dashy with the snipe, gonna be the last man up. Let's see if he can somehow pull off the 1v4. Now it's a 1v3.
He's able to find one. Still has a minute to work with.
Don't do it to him.
Doesn't even know where he is. He's just looking around. Can't even see him. Right next to him. Envoy, Dashy.
Such a tough spot when you have a sniper in hand. He's just being toyed with right now. Absolutely toyed with. Nice play there from Envoy.
I mean, they were just stuck towards that A site.
Huntsman now, aggression up mid. Make dead silence out for Scump. He tries to find some kind of opening, and there it is. Takes one, but two of his teammates have already dropped. The crossfire comes through. Huntsman falling apart. It's just going to be Formal now left alone. And Formal will fall as well. One of the quicker rounds we've had over the course of this game. Big adjustments you're seeing from either team that need to happen or playing each other pretty even.
I mean, it's the sort of the story of who's going to win an offensive round win first.
Maybe this time, Optic can do it. Their way outside of scaffolding, trying to get up the map. Formal hits another snipe from the defensive end of things. Spots him, but Formal hits the shot. Two snipes in the round now for Formal. Just shutting down any kind of presence towards B. What a nasty angle and bit of cover this is on the stairwell.
Yeah, what do you do against this? Like he's not going to miss these.
No, he's not. That's three now for Formal. Working on the ace. Just don't cross that line of sight.
Well, they have to now. The bomb's down. The bomb's down.
That, you got to try and pick it up. He gets legged. His kneecap is gone.
Slasher's making the play. Slasher's making the play. Able to find one. Quick trade. So now it's down to Dashy. Does spot Formal. Doesn't know there's one to his right. Not able to get the kill. Defense wins again.
Play behind a smoke grenade a little bit better. Smoke out that cross. That just looked simply too easy from Formal. Looked like he was sniping in the pub. They delayed it just a second there.
Yeah,
There's not that stutter step. That looked like a collat.
Scump's able to find the first blood on Quavo. Formal with another one. So the offense finally has the man advantage.
4 of Formal's 5 coming in these last 2 rounds.
We'll see what Slasher can find towards the A side, because that's where Chicago's trying to work their way on up.
No one really able to chain together a couple of nades for a pick. A lot of the utility now exhausted from either end of this. Dashy, same spot we just saw Formal in the previous round, looking for the angle. Formal hits another snipe.
Say TJ tried to get aggressive towards the middle buses, and he found an opening, but it closed very quickly. Dashy tried to even things out. Here comes the push from Chicago.
Suddenly, you got to rely on your pistol. It's him and Slasher to make the play. Checks the bomb. He's going to know in a second that he's on it, but the flank comes in. Both players drop simultaneously. Oh! Another hit marker, this time through the smoke. Envoy finds the opening kill. Nice first blood for him.
It's that same round. Look at where Optic is. All the green arrows are together.
And this feels like a must-win round for Optic. They've got to get something going here. Can't go down in a 2-5 hold. It's looking more and more like that's going to be the case. Formal taking his time, takes off Quavo's head. Suddenly Dashy, Pal once again left alone. I think Formal just hit another one. I don't know if we should be leaving Formal's POV right now.
Having a very slow game 2 here.
Very slow series here. Close yet again. Thought maybe that was the one.
That aggressive A hit from Optic Gaming on the defensive side. They just 4 push towards A.
Well, if they're somehow going to pull out this round for the Huntsman, he's absolutely going to have to hit multiple snipes, I think. But they're in a 3-5 hole. The bomb's getting
going
planted.
down, yeah. Dashy's over there. I don't know if he knows, and he loses the gunfight.
Now things get very, very interesting. The plant in, a kill for Gunless. Formal is going to fall though. 2 versus 4 now for the Huntsman. Slasher drops. Scump and Gunless. They come to take him down. Scump once again. When you're down in numbers, it doesn't matter because the King awakens. 5 in a row for Scump. They got to work to the fuse. They can't get it done, and that is map 2 to the Huntsman. And that's 2 rounds where it looks it's a 2v3 they clutch up on, a 3v5 they clutch up on. It's Scump making the clutch plays when it matters. Formal hitting the snipe.
You just the stars of Optic Gaming LA have to wake up. Dashy played well in map 1, but this is with this size of the map. This is when you look for Quavo. This is when you look for TJ to step it up. But yeah, we're a little bit nervous for him. I think Chicago should be able to do this.
Home cap secured. Now the battle for B. AB favored on this particular map, so you look for Chicago to work out to an early lead and see how Optic can deal with it, especially with their presence moving towards office, trying to get aggressive towards A. They're looking for an opening, but I believe it's Scump that's going to kind of be patrolling that push through green and office, and Scump's doing a great job of that. Pushed up the forklift, just trying to make sure as they're pushing that half wall, pushing through office, they can't find any kind of opening to get aggressive towards A. And now they're starting to lock him in. You've got top L control, you've got site control, you've got 4 kills in a row. Optic Gaming are in trouble.
See, I'm already a little bit nervous right now for Optic Gaming. They have to get out of this trap. Looks like Quavo may have found an opening. I lied. Envoy is there.
Oh no, they're locked in.
Yeah, they are. The only good thing for them right now is Chicago has not moved forward towards yellow to push the neutral towards this C flag. We'll see when they get a little bit more aggressive. I think just building up their lead right now, they are comfortable.
Well, this is maybe the chance now for Optic. You've got top L control. A little bit more breathing room to try and maybe make a play towards B. But you can see the call is to go for B. No push through the top of A. You have to be on the same page on this particular map or you will just get obliterated. They're all grouped up. Do they get enough kills to get through? One of those, unfortunately, for Dashy is a team kill, which will slow it down. A nice movement from Envoy up through the window, and the push shut down again. Optic finding no openings. Nice shots over the top from Envoy there.
Yeah, I like what Optic did. I mean, they waited. They were about to make a push together, but Scump just went through the door, and he found 2 kills to break that push.
Envoy, though, now 5 in a row for him. 6 and 2 star triple positive, and he keeps on going. Despite the screen check with an 8, not gonna matter. It's 7 now for the Wonder Kid and Envoy, and picking one more. No, not quite there. It's Quavo that gets the kill, and the streak ends. But screw the streak. It's a scoreboard that's important. It's already a 20-point edge for the Huntsmen.
You haven't even seen a neutral from the Optic Gaming side.
Joe, how many kills does TJ have?
He has 1 kill right now.
That's not good.
He's 1 and 8. I mean, you're not going to have a lot of kills when you're getting put in the trap the way they are. Slasher maybe opens things up towards the A side, but this is where it gets a little bit dangerous. Looking for Chicago maybe to push towards C as the kills come in.
The reason I ask you, though, is that TJ's had a bad series. He just has. I mean, he was, what, negative 10 to 15 the first map, didn't show up in the search and destroy. Now struggling to find anything here, but as we call him out, now he gets going. 2 kills back-to-back for TJ. As I think he just has to. He has to be hot for this team to succeed.
And it's finding it like they get top L control, but then the fights afterwards just aren't going their way. They haven't been clean. As Envoy and Arcides, they're able to lock down B. It gives their teammates enough time to rotate over, so guess what? Scump's going to be top L. You have 1 player inside B for Optic Gaming. That Slasher continues to slay forward, but he just doesn't have reinforcements. Now they're finally inside B. We're going to see a neutral flag.
Finally. But this, you see all those nades coming in? That's what we talk about. This
there we go.
A side being the preferred side. You get those nades in through the window and maybe pick them off the site, but they can't connect. And Optic does it. It took 2.5 minutes, but now, Joe, I see you freaking out. What happened?
They just spawned C.
Is that due to Slasher being pushed up maybe towards A?
I don't know why that is.
Well, Huntsmen will get C. They'll have AC split control and now look to collapse in tank. So Optic head's got to be on a swivel as they're trying to deal from bullets flying in from both sides. The spawns were clean, the trap was in, and now things got messy.
Yeah, I mean, the best thing for Optic Gaming right now is they end this half with A control with 2 minutes left. Envoy trying to work his way through here to deal with Slasher while this is going on. 2 other Chicago members going towards the B side. Slasher, he's just going to neutral this, try to play his life. He knows there's presence here. Nice win. The rest of Chicago's coming, can't find the second one, so they're just left with B.
Nice snap from Gunless. I thought that looked like an easy pick for Slasher. Weren't quite able to neutral it. Quavo gets him off the site.
No team wants to commit to C. It looks like Optic Gaming finally will, so they're going to try to hold CB. Not easy to do, but Dashi locking down middle of the map as he's able to find 2.
So what? Down 35, they can bring this a little bit closer, around 20-point deficit. They can hold the 2 cap the rest of the way.
Well, then Chicago
start with A side. Yeah. So is it really? The second half just comes down to those opening minute or 2.
Well,
if they can get the flip.
Chicago started with A, so you still have a chance.
Correct. So that's where they really have to lock it down.
And it looks like they're going to finish this half with A and B. Maybe they can try to push a neutral towards that C flag.
Yeah, I guess the question is, can Optic get that same trap in? You saw how clean it was for what? A good 3.5 minutes?
Yeah, the only good thing for Chicago or for Optic was they didn't push the 3 cap or the neutral much. Formal was able to spot 1 going towards C. That was JCap. JCap was able to find a double. He will be cleaned up by Scump.
If we could take a look at the stats, maybe the tail end of these final 15 seconds, just kind of highlight where we are as we get ready to go into the second half. Slasher leading the way for Optic Gaming. It's Formal at 17-8, picking up right there with Scump. T2P at 17-14 for Scump. TJ still trying to find his legs. 10-17 for Optic Gaming, but that'll be the half. A little over a 20-point advantage for Huntsmen, but yeah, as you mentioned, they had that A side to start.
Yep.
How long can Optic hold on to that A-B preferred setup?
I mean, 23 points, not bad at all, considering the state that it was in.
Well, yeah, it looked like it was going to be horrible, right? Like they were going to be done in the first half type of bad.
See what Chicago try to do off of their break. Optic Gaming know they're going to get into B first. Chicago has 3 players middle of the map. What are they going to decide to do? And it looks like they're going to try to hit towards A. But Dashy's playing conservative. He's able to find a double. Can't find the triple. Gunless with some nice shots, but Quavo is there for the trade.
They were nice shots, but Dashy did what he needed to do.
Yeah.
2 headshots. Try to make sure they couldn't force through, but now a chance. What can RCs do? He's the one guy on the other side of the map. That's going to make 2 members try to track back for him. It looks like they're going to send most of the presence towards B. They're actually going to send 1 guy back to deal with A. This one-on-one could prove big. It's Cap, and Cap goes huge. Wins the one-on-one with Arcades, but the neutral does happen towards the B site. So despite the fact you win the one-on-one at home, you can't get it done to B.
It was just the presence. You called it out. I mean, he forced 2 players back. That gives up B side for Optic Gaming. Chicago able to hit the neutral. Now they have a CB setup, and now Chicago, they just want to go right towards Alpha. That's exactly the strategy, and 1 player is able to get inside. That's going to be Arcades again.
And this could be the game. Depending on how these next 30 seconds go, this could really be the game. Optic has got to somehow withstand this moment. They've got to get rid of Arcades first and foremost. Arcades, though, making 2-3 players deal with them, which alleviates any kind of pressure from B from Optic Gaming. Now right back to B focus will go. It's Gunless inside. We'll hop out the static cam and take a look at the action as everybody's soaring in. Quavo top L. Takes his one-on-one.
Should be able to get inside. Shake-Cap finds his.
And should at least be a neutral. Maybe a cap.
Formal though, starting to work towards A. The spawns are there. Gump deals with B. The flag cap not captured yet. Now Dashy's going to have 1 more to deal with.
Chicago.
They're just being annoying.
Chicago going to close it out in a convincing 3-0 fashion in this grudge match. Let's go to an Optic Gaming listen in. Oh, sorry, listen in with Huntsmen.
Might be able to work out middle. One away. I smoked it, push me out, green crate. Green crate, bottom out, guys.
I'm 1 shot backfire.
One's spawned out T, so he's spawned out pit.
This one pit.
Yeah, one of us spawned pit.
Yeah,
he's on top car.
He's absolute right back.
I spawned green, still spawned green, guys.
They're on T.
He's on it.
Spawn, that's spawn.
And he's on it. He's near it.
Got me on A. I didn't neutral.
He's not peeking.
It's Dashy.
Still there at A.
Put a neutral B too. I don't see him. I spawn pit. I'm leaving C.
Got him.
Spawn pit. I'm hopping C.
Green, probably. Green. Yeah, Austin got me on that.
We could beat. Caps we could beat. Caps we could beat. You want me? One on A.
Right back over to us. 20-point advantage for Huntsmen as they try to take this 3-0. What do you see, Joe?
This has been great for Optic Gaming. They spawned 1 player spawned out C. They were able to get to the neutral as Chicago. They had a big push towards that A flag, but Optic Gaming, they were able to hold on to the setup that they want. Now they're within striking distance. That 40-point lead down to 15.
It looks like right now, mathematically, this is one that's going to come down to the wire. TJ still patrolling into sight. About to be 5 down for them, but Envoy able to make the play. The lone man really around B as everybody else comes off a spawn.
So it was Envoy again. I mean, Optic Gaming were getting into that setup where you would have had Chicago trapped, but Envoy gives them some breathing room. Still, they have so much work to do. Arcedy's trying to work the middle. Quavo staying alive, bottom B.
But what you like to see if you're Optic is how split the push is right now from Huntsman. They had kind of 2 going towards A, 2 going towards B. Not really making a team decision there, and that's just more easy cleanup, I think, for Optic Gaming as it makes them hold mid-map.
You know, we talked about it. When you're spawning towards the top right of the map, you can still nade through that big window. The kills are coming in, but they're responded by JCap and TJ. Envoy tried to push on through. JCap does get taken down by Scump, but not before he took 2 with him. That could be a huge play for Optic Gaming.
It's just
now, just a 2-point lead.
Just that trade fest, and it's Optic coming out on top of the numbers. One person has managed to sneak through. I believe it's going to be Gunless looking in neutral A.
Big gunfight here, big gunfight here. They actually neutraled C. So Chicago, they're going to get A, they're going to get what they want. This could be the deciding moment right here.
They've got numbers at B as well. A big one-on-one win. That was Dashy. He actually takes 2 down with him. He's going huge at the B site. That could have been a quick neutral if he doesn't go massive, but who's going big on the other side? But Envoy, time and time again, and that is 3 for Envoy as he wanted the 4th. Flying into the window, but it's a lovely triple out of him, and now Formal backs it up. In Chicago, they've got the AB set up. They're trailing by 3, 60 seconds to play. Huntsmen on the brink of a 3-0.
You still have a 2-point lead. You have some time to work with. It looks like Optic, they're spawning front yellow. They're gonna try to hit this B flag.
This might be it.
Gunless controlling top L. He's just gonna back down and control middle map with his teammates. Only 1 or 2 more pushes to go for Optic Gaming. The lead changes in. Formal, he lines 2 up.
That might do it. That might end up doing it. They're not going to have many pushes at all. Formal with the lovely shots. That's 5 in a row and a triple to go with it. Formal finding a new angle, repositioning their pushes in. It's desperation time now for Optic. Did they do enough to get on through? Envoy is still there, but he will fall. Gunless then will follow it up. 15 seconds on the clock. Mathematically, it is done. Optic is done. Huntsmen take a convincing 3-0 and show who's on top.